What's up, guys? This is Ronnie. Welcome back to our channel Total Technology. Today I'm going to talk about Neo4J. I think we have done already 10 videos on Neo4J, so this is going to be tutorial one. So before I forget, I just put it over here. So let me quickly add some okay things. And in the last part, we have seen like some of the basics and but the very important CRUD operation related query like search, like search with limit, like search with properties, like kind of equivalent to where clause, equivalent to the RDBMS. And we have created like label node with label. We have created node with label and properties. So in this video, most probably my plan is to do some sort of like kind of what do you say like let's do some delete operation, and after that we'll be trying to do some sort of multiple node creation, and after that we'll be loading from some sort of CSV file. Okay, so these are the three main part we are targeting over here. So I'm not sure whether I'll be going to do it in a single video, but I'll try to do it. So before moving forward, let me just I have to import all this thing like neo4j import. Done. Then after that I'll just set up the connection. This is the URI equals to, and here, so I have to just copy paste this thing, and auth is going to be like user ID is neo4j, and password is going to be this is very simple, guys. Like, okay, let me execute this one. It's done. Now I'll set up one session object, or I'll be creating, it will be going to create the session object. Inside the session we can actually execute all the queries. Going to be driver session, well, and after that we'll execute our query. So our query is like uh, we would like to see how many, like, okay, we'll delete something. Okay, so let me just neo4 let me connect to my neo4j instance. Okay, just delete this thing. Okay, okay, there's total 16 nodes, like with employee, person, player, python. So we'll be first deleting everything. Okay, for doing that, let me write the query like match and then detach, delete, and detach is if there is any relationship exists or not. I'm not sure, so that is why I just keep detach and delete. If you are sure that there is no relation, then only delete will be fine. And after that, let's say session dot run query. So executed. So let me run this thing again. So in this case, if you run this thing, it should be like, it should be 0 now, right? No changes, right? No record, because we have deleted everything here. So within a second we have learned some queries. So let me just put everything here. Okay, and just give it a name like delete all nodes with relationship. If there is some, if why I use detach, I'm just explaining you. Suppose, let's say you are having some sort of relationship exists between 2 or 3 nodes, and if you are using only delete, that time it will ask you first delete the relationship, then try to delete nodes. So you have to delete the relationship first, then nodes. That is why detach and delete. Okay, okay, it is done. Now we'll be doing creating multiple nodes. In the last video we have seen like how to create one nodes. Okay, now we'll be try to create multiple nodes. So I'm just giving one name like multiple nodes. Okay, So same thing, we have to write query first. So let me write the query here. Create, let's say n, let's say Python is the label and name is going to be test1, right? Let's create one more. Be giving another name, m test2. I think yes, and one more, mno Python test2. Thing done. I think as we are using this double quotes, I think the this will be like single quotes, and here one more single quotes. Well, if we run this thing, this will be executed. So let's say like record. Okay, so it is executed, there is no error. So for item in record, because everything is stored here in the form of list, print item, there will be 1 2 3 record. What happened? Not sure why this is not coming. What happened? I'm not sure. Let me just check this thing from the Neo4J browser console. It's displaying like test1, test2, test1, test2, test2. Okay, but why this is not coming here, I'm not sure. Like it was there, like I'm not sure. It should be coming, right? I'm not sure. So let me delete this thing and try this thing again. Okay, it's done. Let me run this thing again. Let's check this thing. Okay, nothing. Let's run this thing again. Or let's say print. What happened? Not sure. Like what is happening over here? Like it is, why it is not printing anything at all? Like if you remember in our last video it was working, but now it is kind of strange situation that this is not working. I'm actually surprised. The thing is that query has been successfully executed. Okay, so if you go and check this thing again, so it's creating like 3 nodes, but this is not printing anything at all here. Let me check this thing again. For x in record, print x. Well, strange. Let me restart my kernel once again. I'm not sure what is happening actually. Okay, done. Let me delete everything. Okay, done. Let me change something like test3 and let me execute this thing. And well, it's saying namex is not defined. Strange. This is strange actually. Let me check. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll try to do this thing from here, like uh, well, I'll try to do everything from ID. Like let me just copy paste the whole thing. Well, this thing. I just wanted to check like why this is not coming. There should not be any error actually. At least if there is any error, it should print actually. This is not printing anything. This is more strange. Well, for RE in record, well, I think this should run now. Okay, grab DB is not defined. Driver, I just copy pasted from somewhere else. Well, strange. Here as well, this is showing like no record. Well, I'm just thinking. Oh shit. Actually, I was doing something stupid. Now I got. Like when you create something, this is not going to return anything. Like when you do something match, in that case, actually, this is going to return anything. So this is actually working fine, guys. Sorry, guys. Sorry for wasting the time. So this is working fine. Like I thought that we had just actually I was thinking that I'm doing this thing. I forgot just something. Okay, guys. In match clause, actually, you can return something, but if you're going to create something, in that case, it is not going to return anything. Let's say if you like, let's say if you have something called, I'm not sure this is going to return anything or not, but again, I'm just doing it. Let me run this thing first. Okay, it's running. Now it will return one thing. If you just say x in for x in record print x, so it is going to give you this one, the test one, and with Python label. See, now if you just give like n o o and p, actually I forgot to give this return statement, that is why it is not returning. So let me just delete everything, run everything. Now if I do it, well, variable o is not defined. What is this? Okay, okay, a name and o should be in caps actually. Well done. P is not defined as well, so P should be in caps as well, I think. Yes, right. Now what else? Variable P is not defined, and oh shit, it should be M. I'm doing some stupid work over here. Okay, so this is done. So now this is working fine. So you have to actually return something. I was missing this part actually. That is why it is not returning, guys. Sorry, guys. Well, so we have seen how to delete nodes with relationship, and we have seen how to create multiple nodes. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'll try to, like, I have some data file over here I have created before this tutorial. So I'll load this data from CSP into Neo4j. Okay. So for doing that, I'm just thinking, shall I do it in this video or in the next video? I think I should do it in the next video. Okay. So guys, just just stay tuned to our channel. Probably I'll be going to upload this loading this CSV file tutorial by today only after this video. But let me just quickly conclude this video. Like here, we are just setting up this library and all after connection. Then driver using some like we are using this inbuilt session method to set up the session, and after that just query. This is simple Cypher query. Like if you write this thing in plain text format in Cypher, just say the same thing. It is going to return everything. So and this Neo4j driver actually works as a charm. Like you don't have to change anything. It is executing everything like in the same way, or like the same way you are actually interacting with the Neo4j shell. So it is giving you some sort of like interface. Okay. And after that we just delete all the relationships from nodes with relationship, and after that it's getting these things. And the one more thing, like whenever you are doing something, some sort of query, if you do not return anything, then it is not going to get any result. You will be having some result with some sort of like response kind of an object with some sort of object ID. But if you would like to get some sort of like quantitative output, like how many objects updated, something like that, then you have to return this thing. And after that, if you just do kind of for looping, then it is going to give the answer. So I was actually kind of confused that time why this is not working, because I was missing this part, because I was thinking that like this is kind of a match query or find query, so it is going to definitely return. But actually I was wrong, because I am just doing some sort of create operation, so this is not going to return anything. So guys, that's all for today. Hope to see you in the next video by today evening only. And with that part also will be going to be very important. Like we'll be going to load one CSV file inside Neo4j using Cypher and Python syntax. So guys, please do some sort of hands-on, try to do some sort of like practice exercise. If you come up with some ideas, just give it to me, just send me via notes that you would like to have like this sort of tutorial. I'm sure any if you guys are facing any problem or difficulties, then do let me know. I'll also try to help you out. And one last suggestion from my side, guys, please try to like follow all the Neo4j documentation, and as well try to do something like some sort of coding, real coding. If you're going to watch my videos, that is not going to help you. My videos are actually only help you to gain some sort of idea, like what are the tasks or what are the like queries or what are the operation you can actually learn. Because if you go and start from zero, if you do not have any idea, then that time it will be easy. But I'm giving you some sort of like basic or like baseline for you. Definitely I'll be going from here to like advanced level as well. But I will highly recommend you guys to just go through the documentation, because from the documentation actually I have learned. So everything is written there. Neo4j official drive and documentation, and also the Cypher manual, like Cypher query manual from Neo4j official website. So guys, that's all for today. Hope to see you in the next video. Please subscribe to our channel, share our videos, hit the like button if you're really enjoying our videos, and if it is actually helping you. And also don't forget to share our videos with friend and like whoever is actually if you think suitable for them. So guys, once again, goodbye till then. Uh, take care and hope to see you in the next video. Happy weekend.